You feel like you've latched your Dan wagon to the right people? Do you feel like everything you've said about Fernando Mendoza is something that maybe gets you feeling good? You know, coming fresh out of a shower, feeling fresh. You broke down one particular play, the first play, I believe, for Fernando Mendoza, like a 20-minute video I watched. You know, I left here. Why motion?
You watched all of it?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Whenever he goes off the ball, he's got to go on the ball. The corner's got to come down. Fernando doesn't even know that. He's got to give him a beat here. He doesn't give him a beat because he didn't know that the corner came down. Whenever the Y went into motion, after the I left, he had to go up on the ball. This is what you're talking about with, you know, everything that kind of has to happen in a Clint Kubiak NFL-style offense. And he's never done that before. To your point, Hembo's stats showed us in college, he was under center 6 times the entirety of his college career. First preseason game 5, last night 8 of them. And you're basically saying, yes, this is what I've been trying to say this entire time. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I think, yes, that's a big takeaway. Now, he's had moments operating in the first 2 preseason games under center that have been awesome. I mean, we all know that play against Arizona where he rips that ball to Benson, and then there's moments last night that are really good. It's just, for so long, he plays in the shotgun. For so long. And you get reps, hundreds and thousands of reps. And then all of a sudden, it's this different experience that you're trying to erase some old reps and habits and then trying to build new ones. And it's just, I've said this so many times with these quarterbacks that are making the transition, is it's just not going to happen overnight. And so I think there's a lot of good to take away. But that first play that I kind of break down, that play's interesting. The first play that I break down, that's one of the big things is there's such a mental strain that has to go on of communicating personnel and formation and shift. And are we aligned right? And you got to get on and you have to get off. And here you come. And then, oh, I just didn't see the corner. Or maybe I did see the corner and didn't realize that. Now, the way I grew up in this offense was that's a hitch route that versus press man, the depth changes. So if it was an off corner, free access, it's 5 or 6 yards. We want the ball out right now. Quick, 1, 2, 3. We're trying to take that completion versus press. He's going to push to 8 yards because you want that corner to feel vertical speed, and then you shut it down, ball's out. But it takes an extra half of a second, a blink. And so I guarantee, I would imagine that Andrew Janocko, who's a coach in Las Vegas, is going, hey, Fernando. And Fernando's going, yep, I've got it. This is one where I've just got to sit on that back foot just a moment longer. But to the public, to the naked eye, it's like, he just missed the easiest throw in football. And it's like, no, these are the steps that are needed within his development.
Yeah, it turns out this has actually happened before. There is an answer to this that he needs to learn. That is basically what you're saying about that particular play right there. Can you tell me a little bit about Kirk Cousins not playing, and same with most of the offensive line? That tells us, right, Kirk's starting the season, we can assume. And how long do you think that probably goes for?
Yeah, I think Kirk is going to start the season. It's a lot dependent upon team success would be my guess. I don't love that. But if for some reason and or way that Kirk is starting, playing at a high level, and this team is highly competitive in and out of games, wins and losses, I believe that he would remain that starting quarterback for an extended period of time. Now, if Kirk is struggling, the team runs off a ton of losses, and Fernando's just really progressing on the practice field, then you're probably going to get to a point where you put him on the field. I'm a believer that quarterbacks are never ready. You know, no quarterback is ready to go play, but do they have enough in their tool bag to survive? And I would imagine Fernando at some point is going to get to that place this season. And when they believe that he's got enough in his tool bag to survive, whether it's intellectually, handling protections, seeing some coverages, athletically, then I think that you feel as comfortable as you can putting him out there.
Yeah, we want to get him to Tim the Toolbag Taylor. That's basically what you've been saying this entire time.
What a good show.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking phenomenal show.
Unbelievable.
We all kind of, you know, and I don't want to do too many follow-ups on the cast there, but thank you for what you did for us in that house up there in Detroit.
No kidding.
Yeah, and
it was awesome.
The amount of love he had for hot rods just.
Oh my God.
Think about now that we're dads.
He used to show up on the sideline on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
And you'd say, wait till you see what we do today. Wait till you see what we do today.
But he was, I mean, we all were like, yo, that's Tim Allen. So even when we were awful, he was like the star.
Did you call him Tim Toolman? Did you walk up to him and say, hey, Tim the Toolman, how's your neighbor Wilson?
No, I went to him once and did the whole awkward, like, hey, man, I love your shows. Like, big fan. But he didn't really, like, pay too much mind to me. So
that's Scott Calvin right there, too.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Okay, let's go back to football. Okay, so our takeaway last night is Fernando's still got to learn a bunch. Kirk's going to be the starter. Houston Texans defense, outrageous. Did you see anything from CJ that you liked that makes us think like maybe CJ does have a year that we all hope he can have, and maybe this Texans team is legit in a Super Bowl run?
Yeah. Okay. So last thing I wanted to make about Fernando, I do think one of the big positive takeaways is I've been really impressed with how aggressive he is with the football. I mean, he's been very aggressive, not careless, not reckless, but aggressive. We've seen some throws. So, like, it's not check down central. I like that. Yeah, CJ looked sharp. This is that Fernando stuff with the aggression. I think that's a broken play, by the way. There's no way that ball should be thrown to that route if that's the route, but neither here nor there.
He's already got the veteran feel on what to do with it. Okay, tell him we just need one. We got none. Okay? Whoa. Fernando Mendoza threw football. Next outcome, touchdown. Okay, so
guy caught it.
Kind of, if we wanted,
Tell me.
He threw a pick six, and when Coach Kubiak said at halftime going in to Lisa, I forget who the interview was. It Lisa?
I think it was Lisa Salter. Yeah.
Okay, so with the interview with Lisa Salters, I think it was.
Pretty sure.
Anyways, great work last night, Monday Night Football crew.
Yeah.
A lot of filling.
Yeah.
Lot of filling out there. But when Clint Kubiak at halftime going in said, Fernando's not playing anymore, boy, my heart really dropped there.
Yeah.
Because I thought we could just get maybe one touchdown pass from Fernando for his own team and not just getting Heisman basically before throwing a full pick six. But that Houston Texans defense is a real problem. And we got to understand that it doesn't matter who's out there, they're going to do very well.
Yeah, they are a real problem. And they were coming off a week 1 preseason game where they got slambasted by the Los Angeles Chargers.
Slambasted.
Yeah, I decided to combine some things there. So they were going to be fired up, playing their best last night. And, Nando had some chances. There were some drops on third down. I'm not going to make any excuses. He maybe could have ripped the ball there on the play that he did throw the interception. But no, I mean, we're 2-1. That's 66.6% or 66.67 with the remainder for Infinity. So that's still pretty good. That's going to be a Hall of Fame betting record, just so everybody knows that going into this, our next bet, whatever it is.
We would put the thing over another 6, right? If it was forever 7, we kind of just stop it there, right?
Yeah.
Or do we put the thing over the 7?
6, I believe.
I know the 33.3, we're throwing it over that 3 and it's going forever.
Yeah, because the top thing means this goes on.
Infinity.
Yeah, so I think the
first 6.
The 3, though, that puts you in a bad spot because 3 goes to 3 there. And what is pi?
3.1467456. And some people can do it for days and days.
Rubik's cubes, people.
That happens.
Did you get a chance to catch either of them? And your thoughts on maybe Fernando not having his best outing that he's ever had as a football player against a Houston Texans defense that looked like their Houston Texans 1 defense for the first half and half a quarter or so. Then obviously Fernando Mendoza, starting quarterback for the Raiders, rallies the boys watching somebody else play quarterback. Aiden O'Connell gets a big-time win. But any takeaway from this game last night early, AJ, for you?
Yeah, I thought it was good for Fernando. Obviously, he made some good throws. Has some throws that they always say, you'd like to have back. But I honestly, I don't want to carry Dan's water, but I thought Dano did a good job of, explaining that whole little situation. Hey, you got to take an extra beat here in your 3-step before you throw this. If he presses him and the corner decided to press at the last minute, basically, Fernando may have not seen it initially or just thought, get this thing out of my hand because I've been taught to get it quick. But I think it's a thing, you got to see things. Now, I would doubt that this happens to Fernando again. That's the thing. When a mistake happens, will it happen again? I know you're trying to.
You said you got to see things.